best game you could hope for out of this group. It's Maru versus Sue. We weren't sure if we were going to necessarily see it today, but we are going to see it. And it is going to be the last best of 3 that decides which one of these 2 players is moving on. San shocked everybody when he got out in first place.
Yeah, I don't think anyone would have expected this. I would have expected actually either one of Maru and Sue against San in this matchup. But San was like, nah, I'll just 2-0 the 2 best players in this group, and I'll be going home early.
Yeah.
You know, no problem.
He just got out. He was like, nah, I'm done. It's all good.
Yeah.
See ya.
Went home.
He's like been gone a while.
Yeah. He's not concerned with any of these results.
He's like, I'm just going to go home and prepare for the finals tomorrow because I'm going there too after I win the round of 4 with a 3-0.
He showed some very impressive play. It's something you got to note. I mean, it seemed like his opponents weren't playing at their best, but still, San playing very well.
Just careful, you know, some of the moves he made were just obviously a lot better than what his opponents were doing, especially the games against Sue. I was looking at that, I'm like, well, I don't know if he's taking you seriously, but
yeah,
it was a bit of a weird series. I feel like San will be tested a little bit more directly tomorrow.
Yeah.
With his opponents in better shape and looking at a whole best-of series instead of just a group situation.
Yeah.
With a tournament like this, even though you go from a group to a best-of preparation series, it's not like Codes where you're like, okay, well, now I'm going to the round of 4. I have a whole week to prepare for this match. It's like, okay, now I'm going into the round of 4. I have a whole night to prepare for this match, and then possibly like an hour or 2 hours to prepare for the finals if you win that. So it's more like an MLG or something like that, what we're doing right now.
It's hard when you come all the way down to the studio from wherever that team house is, and you have to play these really high stressful games, and then you have to go back and play more StarCraft in order to prepare for the next games. But here we do have the final match of Sue of SK Telecom T1 and Maru from Generic Green Wings. The first map is going to be King Sejong Station.
This is going to be a good one. Sue is looking a lot more serious, a lot more angry, actually, to be totally honest, in this situation. Now he's up against Maru. And hopefully Maru's eyes are doing better. Well, Brandon, this is the final match here in Group B to decide the last player in the round of 4. It's Sue versus Maru. Let's get into the first map right now. Sorry, intro was weak.
Well, here in the top left, in the blue, the Zerg player, he is
SK Telecom T1 Sue.
No early pool. Very determined. Looks a lot more focused in this game.
Oh!
GSL Green Wings Maru.
Best Maru intro I've ever done.
We're like, it's Maru. This is what he does, man. He will do this from time to time. He is one of the best mid-game turns in the entire world, but he sometimes will just be like, oh, I'll proxy, whatever.
We can skip that part. He's doing a double barracks. It's not a Reaper proxy or anything of the like.
Yeah. He loves to do this on 2-player maps, 3-player maps, 4-player maps. He's done it on Frost and Pro League a couple times.
He's he's done this, just in all sorts of high-pressure situations. Usually he doesn't do it in the game 1. He usually actually does it in game 3.
Yeah.
Where everything's on the line. Because he's just so calm and collected about his proxies. Now, this is not going to be scouted. At least not with the current setup that we have here.
Well,
and
he does have that one Overlord. The second one is going in that direction.
Yeah, but I mean, even if he sees it with that Overlord, it'll have already been too late.
Yeah. He's not going to get the scout on it with the with any drones or any Zerglings, of course.
Notice that Sue lost to Maru actually twice recently, and his last 5 games against Terran. That's something that's important to note.
Yep, very important. SCV coming from that angle at this time. That's strange. Overlord says, what's going on over here?
Yeah, so even clicking on it, you could see. And now he sees the barracks.
Yep, double barracks. So already he knows. He put down the hatchery first, and look at this. 5 SCVs. 5. Yep. This is a big commitment. He needs to do damage with this one, Maru does. Starts a bunker on the low ground.
3 drones out here. But with the Marine there, he needs a lot more than that.
All right, Sue is taking this seriously. He has to get down there and start doing some damage.
8 drones pulled, so a lot of mining lost here, especially with the Mule at home. All right, well, that first bunker is going to finish. The second bunker is what really matters, though. Yeah, with those SCVs coming across, getting the second one up is not going to be a... it's not going to be impossible. It's pretty reasonable to expect that he might be able to get this one up, even going into a third bunker now.
Su being a bit timid here, actually, with his drones. He has 2 spine crawlers on the way and only 4 Zerglings out here. Marine's able to easily micro back here. He's trying to fight with the drones as well. A decent surround, but 3 Marines are all the way in the back there being covered.
Position, micro on the SCVs. He doesn't even fight with them, so they don't get priority.
Exactly. He actually, Maru got an excellent position behind those bunkers, and now with that one completed, all of these Zerglings are going to go down. He's going to start whacking on that hatchery as well.
Good micro on the Zerglies, though. Saves a lot of them. They are low. Well, the micro is very nice here. Now he's going to do some bounce in and out micro for a second. This is not over. Su holds this decently. He's up in Harvesters now.
Look at this micro. This is cool.
This is very difficult to do. Do not try this at home.
You have to time it for when the spine crawler attacks. You put it outside the bunker, and then you get it back inside the bunker before it gets its attack timer up again.
By the way, that second bunker is actually firing on the hatch.
Yeah.
Just putting a timer on this situation.
As more Marines come out, they go into that second bunker.
This is how Maru does this in the final best of 3. He's just so good at this. He's so confident that he's able to pull this off. You can see that he gets in right before the animation actually hits the Marine. It's like it's canceled.
Su has waited, though, for a lot of Zerglings now, and these Marines, a couple of them able to get into that second bunker, and that hatchery is really low.
Really, really low. I'd like to know just how low. That spine crawler is going to go down.
Oh, boy.
Oh, I just can't even tell you guys how low the hatchery is. Okay, it's dead. That's the answer to that question. And that Overlord is going to be dead as well.
And that's going to supply block him. That could be it.
He already was supply blocked, so now he's even doubly supply blocked. He needs 2 Overlords. It's a lot of minerals to make right now when he needs to remake a hatchery. Is he just going to start that hatch in range of the bunker? Okay, it's a spine crawler. I was like, what is he thinking? All right, that's a bit overzealous. Try to get that spine crawler. It's well placed by Su.
Maru starts a command center back at home.
Yeah, he knows this isn't going to be the way he wins this game.
Very nice.
Unless Su just fights into his Marines and he just pushes forward. Maybe it is.
Tries to micro back that one Marine, doesn't save it, but...
Well, I guess actually this is how he wins the game.
Yeah.
There
2
are
Marines coming out at a time.
No Zerglings. 6 Zerglings about to pop out here.
It was really the supply block. He wasn't able to build something, anything, for so long. All he could do was build some spine crawlers and try to get some more units out of losing those drones, but...
If he kills this queen, then that means no queens, which means no larva injects. Good micro here, actually, though, by Su. Looks like he's going to survive a little bit longer.
That
actually, that
just
queen
barely survives.
Queen's so slow. Is he going to chase it? No.
2 more Marines pop out.
He always leads with his high health Marines to make sure that they're the ones that are going to tank the shots at the front.
Yep.
There, and goodbye, Queen. Oh! Survives, but he does have a second Queen here, too.
Now it goes down. Has to fight with it. The second Queen here is going to help it, push it back, but still slow Zerglings against very well micro Marines is still so hard to do.
Plus, he has now the second command center. He can do double SE production, and in just a second, we'll be able to do double mule drops. So, usually, a 1-base Zerg against a 2-base Terran is a very, very bad place to be. And he's actually going into double factory, presumably for Hellions to deal with the pure Ling composition that he's up against.
Makes sense. He knows he's pushed him back, way back. That is Su into his base. Maybe Banelings, maybe a Nidus. I'm not even sure what he can do on this. He's going to need a lair if he wants to go for that. It's just... Su is in such a terrible position there. He's got 24 Zerglings, and this is how he's going to push out, finally. But with the follow-up of the Hellions, it should be enough. But here he goes. He's going to take down the bunker, as well as all these Marines. They're going to get a very nice position back here, but a lot of them low, so they are going to go down here.
25 to 16 Harvesters. Baneling Nest, as you mentioned, is Su's answer here. You know what? Against double Hellion only, no Marines and no bunkers up. If he hasn't scouted, by the way, the Baneling Nest. He's not even going to try holding that base.
Yeah, he knows.
Oh, actually, no, he did see the Baneling Nest, which was actually, by the way, canceled. Huh. Some mind games here by Su. He's going to try to get his way back into this game by forcing Maru on the defensive.
Could work. I mean, he's still got the second CC, or rather orbital command there, dropping mules and making SCVs. But for right now, he's just trying to get up enough units to hold off this attack that's not really coming. Doesn't complete the E-base. They were just part of the wall.
Third base is landed, or rather started for Su. His command center was landed, but we'll have to lift. Starting stim now. Cancels that structure there, and it's only going to keep the eBay up as long as he needs it. Then we'll cancel it if he needs to as well there. Probably going to... I guess he might just finish this one and start a +1 upgrade.
Yeah. Maru's a bit confused. I think he knows that the attack was kind of canceled. I'm not sure if he knows, rather, that the Baneling Nest was fully canceled, but he knows that the attack isn't really coming here.
Yeah.
So he's confident enough to drop down the CC there. And now, where does this leave us? Su has gotten the third base up, and Maru has put down his command center, but Su is still very low on harvesters, and he has been for a while. He's going to have to turn up a lot here. Well, Maru has got great tech. He's got double factory here. He has a starport as well. And Su is still on just hatchery. I don't think he has a lair there.
No. Well, he scouts and sees that stim is being researched, and that's double fact with all these Hellions. And with this, actually, we could even see maybe Blue Flame go down. You could just do a Blue Flame Marine attack. There are already so many Hellions on the map. And he's even going to bring some Marines here. Probably want to pick those up so they can catch up with the Hellions. But pure Hellion versus pure Ling, not a good situation for the Lings when there's this many Hellions. Good micro here. He's going to have to rely on the Queens to fight them, not the Lings.
Transfuse is good at first, but again, Overlord in a bad position. He's going to lose that guy. Going to have to spend 100 minerals that could be made for Zerglings or another Queen on another Overlord.
Yeah, that's painful. Now, there's a lot of Queens here, actually. I'm not sure if he really should commit to this location to attack. The Lings are always ready for a mistake to be made. Su is playing this like a god, transitioning so well. He's not out of it yet, but boy is he trying. Actually not too far behind his 1-1 upgrades either. Maru's got a nice solid wall up at home.
Yeah, makes a second engineering bay. Part of that wall is going to get the 1-1 at the same time.
He's like always trying to find an angle here when the Queens aren't there.
This is what Maru does. I mean, we've seen him do this so many times against Protoss when they have Colossi. He like comes in and tries to micro like 5 or 6 units, some Marauders in there to try to snipe a Colossus.
Yeah.
And he's doing it again against Zerg. This is what Maru excels at. Getting the opponent back and then just nitpicking slowly, trying to find the holes, and here he does. But a nice surround by a lot of these Zerglings on all of the Hellions, but the Marines in the back, nice support there, and a lot of them, the Zerglings going down as well, but still the Queen's up.
Yeah, the Queens are the big problem here. He's actually targeting down Medivacs, as he should be, so the Marines can't escape. It's actually going to force these drones to run away as well. This is a nice scout from Maru as well, seeing that the lair isn't quite done yet. And he's going to boost away here, go over to the third base. Those Queens are pretty out of position there. Third command center is completed for Maru now.
Burrow was started by Su, but then canceled.
Yeah, maybe he was feeling like he needed that for his Banelings to actually catch up. And after this defense, killing all the Hellions, I think he's starting to realize, like, you know what, actually, I'm not even that far behind in this game anymore. Obviously, he still is, but not so much so that it's unrecoverable.
Yeah. Drops a Spire as the lair comes up. He takes all the gases as well. Wants to make sure he has enough gas saved up for when he does get that Spire up to make a bunch of mutas, as well as making a bunch of Banelings. Baiting into a fight is Su with his Queens, trying to get this around, but Maru is paying attention, does get the lift. And he's got more Marines on the way in those medevacs.
These factories are add-on slaves right now. Making more and more add-ons. He also got a few Widow Mines out of them just moments ago. Good angle here on this drop. He's actually going to be able to pick up here, then go into the main base. And a lot of drones actually slaughtered here. He's going to get the Queen too, and should be able to get away before the Banelings are there. Actually targets the Banelings instead, and now there's not enough units here. Queen's fighting against this many Marines, not a good choice.
Banelings are slow.
They're stuck behind Queens.
They're stuck behind the Queens, and now he's going to drop in the main base. There were some Zerglings in here that did clean up that first drop, but where are they now? There they are. Finally, it looks like it should be enough to push this back.
You can just see Maru's momentum is starting to shine through now. He's just had too many SCVs, too many mules for too long, with so much production at home.
Su sniping that low medevac there, but he does lose yet another queen.
Putting him down to only 2.
Yep. Heaven pointing out he's got 2 queens on 3 bases, and Maru just does not stop. This is what he's going to do. He's coming back with another attack.
This time with 4 medevacs. He's getting that Drilling Claws upgrade for the Widow Mines, and another Queen Assassination operation is underway here. He has no larva. He just got those injects finished. But without losing his queens here, it means he's not going to be able to have any more injects. Well, here come those drops. He's actually just going to drop, looks like, into the main base maybe. A bit sloppy here, but there's just way too many Marines and Widow Mines down here as well.
Yep.
And let's get a few more of those Mutilis.
There are no queens on the map. There's 1 Mutilis that just died. There's the GG.
Too much momentum for Maru, but damn, did Su give a very, very detailed defensive. I almost want to just say, like, he tried to perform a miracle. He was like performing it, and he just like made 2 mistakes during the miracle. He was like, oh, it was almost a miracle, but it didn't quite come to fruition. He looks angry.
He really does. His eyes get darker and darker as he loses more and more games. Maru's eyes get drier and drier as he wins more and more. He just has to keep on putting those eye drops in there. I can tell you guys, as a dry-eyed person myself, that is so annoying when you're trying to focus on the game and you have to just keep on putting eye drops in, and it just messes with your focus. Maru trying to get through here. King Sejong Station is not going to be the map, as we did just have it.
Yeah, I can't see what the new map is actually, but I'm sure that either someone will correct it or we'll know when we get into the game. But guys, this is it. This could be the end of Su. Maru may get out and said, okay, Alterzine. That makes a lot of sense.
Yep. Very big map. He wants to keep Maru back at his base. He doesn't want to have to deal with Maru just being able to fly over 4 medevacs with more and more units that he just can't hold on to. Su, his eyes just get darker and darker. Look at him right now.
Do you think he can do it? Do you think he can come back?
I think he has a chance. If he takes a strong game here on Alterzine, which it is his map pick, it's his map choice, it's a very big map. It's going to be hard for Maru to really harass, especially at the natural. If he takes a longer game, I feel like he can take down Maru, but he has to take it 1 game at a time.
1 game at a time, indeed, Brendan. Maru looks like he's finally ready. Su sits back in the chair. He has got 2 long games in a row he has to win if he wants to advance. Countdown is started right now as we speak. The atmosphere is tense. These 2 players getting warmed up. Maru wiping his hands on that towel. Su spamming that APM on that mouse. Looking very angry. Looks like he wants to come back with a vengeance. This guy has made it to the finals of 2 GSLs back-to-back and failed both times. He wants to make it to the finals of this GSL Global tournament to prove that even though he's lost 2 finals in a row, he's got 1 more in him. Wants to get that 3rd back-to-back GSL. Let's not waste any more time. The map is loaded. Su versus Maru here at the GSL Global Tournament Round of 8, Group B. One of these 2 advances, the other falls.